Okay, this is the last chapter for your review. It's on constructing measurement instruments. And we're going to try to avoid wording that is biased, irrelevant, or too complex when we ask questions, either by using some kind of instrument, like a pen and pencil test, or verbally. Our questions are designed to get specific data that we're looking for to help us answer our questions about the variables in our hypotheses. So there is a form of asking questions. There are different forms, different kinds of inquiry. Some people use surveys, some use experiments, some use qualitative designs. The questions basically measure how much and to what degree are usually formatted in what we call Likert statements. They are answers that indicate a range from strongly agree to strongly disagree. I expect you know what they are. You just need to know that these are Likert questions. And if you're unclear about it, please check your text. Qualitative researchers use interview guides that pose open-ended questions, and in qualitative research, these open-ended questions are referred to as an interview schedule. But a questionnaire is in writing, and that might have some short answer questions, but it's usually going to focus on the variables of study and is comprised of different measures, many different tests for each of the different variables. Questions on the questionnaire are referred to, if I haven't said it before, they're referred to as items. Close-ended questions might present a list of choices. Lists, unfortunately, are difficult to make exhaustive, and what we're really shooting for are questions that cover a wide range of possible responses, so the questions are exhaustive to some degree. You'll often see the word other listed as a possible answer. This helps us get some range in our questioning. Please, just for your final, go over the box on page 206 and 207, see that you understand that, and know that in terms of pre-testing a measure, we can't do that. You cannot do that in this institute without passing it by the institute's IRB committee. I want you, as I said before, to know how to handle missing data. I want you to know what the word ordinality means. And you should know what a semantic differential is. Basically, you should recognize a semantic differential. This is all about opposites, like interesting versus boring and the big range between. You have a very nice treatment in your book about qualitative interviews. Please read the box on page 223 and 224. Your boxes always are better than your text, by the way, because they aren't written by your authors. And you should just know that qualitative interviews are less structured. They lend themselves to what I call more depth but less breadth. You get a lot of information from very few people, but you can't necessarily generalize to other problems, which is going to mean, as you're going to learn next semester, that it is got less external validity, although it might have more internal validity. Either way, qualitative researchers measure everything differently than quantitative researchers, and you really want to focus on these sections because it's very likely that you'll do one of these for your dissertation. Hope you've been able to follow these mini lectures. I know I spoke quickly. I had to do that because YouTube only uploads 6 minutes at a time, and I wanted to get everything in within the 6-minute deadline. Either way, you can always email me with your questions, and I'm around. April 2nd we'll have our final, and I'm sure you're going to do very well. I'm not worried about it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Get the general picture. Know the concepts. You don't necessarily have to know how everything applies to everything else. You're going to learn it over time. Okay, take care. Have a good week.